Okay, and that kind of got blown up there. Hey everybody, it's Paul Sun Young Lee here in my geeky basement. We're a little bit late, I'm really sorry. We got stuck in cottage country traffic. We were in Coburg actually, playing a baseball game. As some of you may know, my youngest, Miles, 1,000 miles an hour, he plays select league baseball, and I'm one of the assistant coaches. And yeah, we were out there playing Northumberland County, and we did not win, but we did tie them. It was 12-12. Great game, well played on both sides, and we got stuck Sunday night traffic getting back. So here we are. Welcome to FUNBOXING Sundays. A little bit late. This is the 12th episode of this. So for all you regulars coming back, thank you so much for joining. And for those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. Basically what I do is I sit here in my geeky basement and I unbox some really cool collectibles, do a half-assed review, and we chat. That's about it. It's as relaxed as it is. It's fun, it's open, it's welcoming. You might learn something about collectibles, you might learn something about me, and you'll get to meet some really fantastic people who are members of the Bitter Brigade, the regulars who come and listen to me prattle on about toys and other geeky, nerdy stuff. So, welcome. And if you're new to this channel and you're liking what you're seeing, please consider subscribing, hitting like, and that little notification bell so you know exactly when these videos go live. Now, let's get to it. Today's show, we have an oversized edition. I'm just going to get this keyboard out of the way. An oversized edition, and by that I mean we have a number of large items to unbox right here. This is the crown jewel. It's so big right now. This is the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. That's right. This is a beast of a box. It's heavy. I'm excited. And again, this is from a company called Hot Toys, which is based out of Hong Kong. Fantastic detailing. This Scout Trooper, this set is actually more specifically from the Mandalorian. Season 1, there were a couple of Scout Troopers on their bikes, played by Adam Pally and Jason Sudeikis. And they literally stole that episode basically from the very beginning. So this is a recreation of these Scout Troopers there. Next up, we will also be going to video game land here, and we've got this Fallout plasma rifle. It's a 1/1 scale replica model of the ubiquitous plasma rifle found in the game Fallout. So for all you video game nerds out there, we'll get a chance to unpack this. This I got from the company formerly known as EB Games Canada. Now they've switched to GameStop Canada. And so we'll be opening that up. I got that at a very much discounted price, actually. Along with the plasma pistol, which I sort of half-ass unboxed last Sunday. And of course, for you physical media nerds out there, I have these two fantastic box sets here. True Romance from Arrow Films. This is a Steelbook case. It is the Deluxe collector's item there. We're going to be opening that up and taking a look at it. It is from the UK. You can always tell because it's got that special notification there saying it's for people who are 18 and up to watch this, but and that's a dead giveaway that it is from the UK. But because it is 4K, I'm able to play it on my player here because 4K is not region locked. So that's a fun bit of trivia. And we're also going to be opening up this is a Zavvi exclusive collector's edition steelbook of the movie The Last Action Hero. Again, that's another steelbook in there. Look, don't look at me. There you go. No, here you go. The Last Action Hero and all the goodies in it. Actually kind of sounds, if you listen to this, I hate that sound. It means there's a loose disc in here. Generally in transit, pops out. But we'll see. And we'll see what kind of damage. Hopefully there's no scratching on those discs. Or the disc that's in there. But we'll find out. And so, yeah, we're going to be unboxing that. But before we get to that, let's say hello to the Bitter Brigade, who is in the basement with me today. I see Jetta Patrol is here. Welcome. I'm a big fan of your channel. I've been watching you army build with your Hot Toys collectibles, and it is spectacular. Anybody, if you have a chance, check out his channel, Jetta Patrol. He's a true gentleman, And I love what he's doing. I love your reviews, and I love what you're doing with the channel. It's great. And of course, you've collaborated with Justin's collection as well. I think Justin is actually live streaming right now. He's in Australia. He's it's 10 in the morning over there, and I believe he does Monday morning streams, so he might be up and running. But there's another fantastic channel. If you like hot toys, check these two channels out. Justin's collection, Jetta Patrol. They will get you the 411 on anything you need to know about hot toys. They're far more skilled than I am in reviewing, and they actually have a wider base of figures that they collect and review. I gotta stay in my lane. I stick to Star Wars. I think if I went Marvel or any other franchise with hot toys, that'd be it. I think my wife would kill me. So I gotta stick to my lane. So there's that. Mel Dade is in the basement. Welcome. I think we're past your PBS show, or you're PVRing it, so thank you so much for dropping by. And Mel, thank you so much for that beautiful card that you the watercolor painting was fantastic. It's actually up on my mantle right now for my birthday. You dropped that off at my door, and I cannot thank you enough for that. It's absolutely stunning and beautiful. So thank you for that lovely card for my birthday. I see Yoko McCann is in the basement. Daz416, hello. We have Hip Optimus Prime. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend. All Pokemon is here. Laura Sue, who kicked your husband out of the bed so you could watch. Well. Thank you so much for choosing me over your husband. Sounds kind of weird, but thank you. Anton Attard is in the basement. Wade Poitras. Cheers from Edmonton. Right on. A Novus was absorbed by rubies. I want to talk about that a little bit later on. I might actually have my own video, like a separate video about it, but I do want to talk like that. De Nuo Novo is the new company it's called. I have my thoughts on that. I, like many collectors, actually did have a number of pre-orders in with the Novos. That got swallowed up, and I did receive an email from De Nuo Novo. And yeah, my thoughts on that later. They're actually quite hopeful. So we'll see what happens from there. Christopher Colvin is in the basement. I see Brandy Woods. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Fantastic artist. Mike Yuan, as always, in the basement. Vanessa C. Damage Queen. Bitter Troll. All these wonderful human beings. Thomas D. Linda's here. Joe is here. We have Val A. Damage Queen. I already said. Sean P. My brother from Los Angeles is here. I have no friends. Thank you. I love my shirt, too. This is a Goonies Never Say Die shirt. There you go. How's that? Lots of geeky shirts. Amanda Coombs is in the basement. I'm just reading off names now. I'm not really reading comments because I was late. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. Traffic wise, somebody, I haven't been stuck in LA traffic, like on a highway, the freeway out there, very often, but it's comparable. Like Friday night, Los Angeles on the 405 is like Sunday nights on the 401. Everybody who has got a cottage is coming home into the city, and invariably there's accidents. There were like 3 accidents that kind of tied up everything, and so you kind of have to crawl through. But we made it. A little bit late, but I'm here, and thank you so much everyone for being here. Here we go. Louis K. First time to catch a live stream. 9:06 a.m. here Monday in Indonesia, Jakarta. Hey, good vibes. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Melissa K. Hey, how are you? Tommy K's in the house. This kind of got. I did this just for Tommy. There you go. It's an inside joke. He's okay. He's cool with that. But if you're playing the drinking game, take a drink. Lamb of God 21. John Carmen. Cynthia Lynn is in the basement. Robert Donatello. Hello, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. Jinpei05. How are you, brother? Hope you're well. Lucas Sarah. Northern Nerdcast. Ottawa was fantastic. And now you're writing, I found a copy of Rainbow Six Vegas that if I ever see you at a con, I'd love for you to sign it. I would love to sign that for you. Rainbow Six Vegas, for those of you who don't know, was the first video game I ever voiced, and the character was named Jung Park. How about that? Yeah, that's right. So I was a character on a first-person shooter. Rainbow Six was about an anti-terrorism team. It was international, and my guy was the tech expert, Jung. And yeah, how about that for a little bit of prescient casting. There was a Jung in my life before the Jung. So here we go. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Joe Galaddy's in the basement. Hello, how are you? That's right. Tommy is a graphic, and you know what? When I finally get around to launching the membership offer, he's actually going to be a sticker too, in sticker form. You can tell Tommy to shut up in sticker form. Talk about incentives for everyone there. Colin Hollis is in the basement. Be Nasty 303. Gabe Jones. Hello. He's in Chicago, or I'm assuming it's a he. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that, but they are in Chicago, from Chicago, in Chicago. Welcome, welcome, welcome. From the Windy City to the condo city of Toronto, the 1-6 shooter is in the basement. Okay, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes, because that's what y'all are waiting for. You're waiting for this. This I pre-ordered through Sideshow Collectibles. Sideshow, I got a really nice hookup with Sideshow. They actually, I was able to get a discount through them. So this is why I am just gonna put this here. I pre-ordered through there, and yeah, no, there are places you can order that'll get you these items a little bit faster, because I think Sideshow is officially licensed to be the distributor for Hot Toys in North America. But of course, there are third-party sellers that you can get to and get them quickly. And I learned about that through the geniuses at between Justin and the geniuses at Jetta Patrol. So here we go. 1/6 scale Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. It is Hot Toys TMS017 if you're into that. Gigantic box. And this is very similar. Black Series, Hasbro Black Series actually released their 6-inch version of this. This is 1/6 scale, but the Hasbro has, actually I have it in the back. I have it right here. Grab it. So this is the Hasbro Black Series 1/6 scale version. So we'll do a little side by side. This is the little brother, and this is big brother. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna check that out right now. All right, standard box. It's got the I want to call it the cigar band almost around it, right there. Posable. This is not an actual photograph from the. It's not a screenshot from the Mandalorian. It is actually. This is the actual collectible. This is the toy. That is, you can pose. So many points of articulation. It looks great. I just seen somebody say, "What happened to your thumb?" This is Stick Ghost. This actually happened a number of weeks ago. A neighbor's dog tried to was very energetic and enthusiastic about grabbing a treat from my hand when I wasn't paying attention. So just bit it, but it doesn't hurt at all. It's just it's blood from underneath that couldn't escape. And the actual, can you imagine if it just popped off right now and just, oh no, it's fine. Oh my God! No, it's fine. It doesn't hurt. Not at all. Look at that. Not a bit. Not one bit. Anyways, so here we go. It's much like smashing a thumb. It's much like smashing a thumb with a hammer. But here it is. So it's a cigar band. I'm just gonna lift it because the box is so. It's gigantic. It's ginormous. I mean, you've got, again, I can't even, you know what, I just gotta do this to show you. It extends, the cigar band extends around back here. The box itself at the back is very standard. It's like, you know, who's made it, yada yada yada. Warning, small parts don't eat. Yeah, so we're just gonna open this up. Which one? There we go. Overhead shot. Gary, you're right. The blood will go away. It's just going to take a while. It's just whenever people see it, they freak out. Like, oh my God, your hand! It's all right. It's all right. All right, let's open this up. Right now, I took it out of the mailer and the plastic bag. And yeah, I did keep the mailer. You know why? Because of resale value. Take a drink, everyone. Take a drink. Keeping that cardboard box... basically, if I wanted to resell this, keeping that cardboard box that it was sent in, as crazy as it sounds, helps it retain its resale value a little bit higher. And ooh, look at this beautiful, beautiful insert here. It's nice action shot. It's a beautiful action shot. Star Wars TMS 017 Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike 1/6 scale collectible set. As always, this is nice. And again, these are actual photos of the product. This isn't an artist's rendering. They've actually posed it. Like 1/6 Shooter, fantastic toy photographer. They posed it and they take photographs of it, action shots, and that's if you are into toy photography, there are some amazing things you can do with the detail of these hot toys. I mean, and even the speeder bike. Look at the paint job here, and the weathering, and the soft goods, and the upside down knee pads. Drive 501st crazy. So I'm just gonna lift this out here, and ooh, here we are. There's a review. How's that for a nice review, eh? How's that? You've got clamshell stacked on another clamshell, and here we go right off the bat. You've got Grogu, baby Grogu, and the satchel, which is like a P-38. Like, this is an old like World War II canvas military sack that is now almost impossible to find because people have found out, oh my god, they're worth something, and they're hoarding them. So they're difficult to get. Adesti P has got a wonderful donation. Thank you so much for the $20 thing. Appa, get iced coffees for you and wifey tomorrow to fight the heat. Love from Sydney. That's absolutely delightful. Thank you so much, Adesti. That's much appreciated. It's been hot here. The last few days has been hot, but not as hot as Ottawa, filming a Christmas movie while wearing a sweater and a jacket and a scarf, and they wanted to give me gloves, and I said no. So at least I didn't have to wear a hat either, but it has been hot here. There is relief on the way. Apparently we gotta wait till Wednesday, but you know, it's the tail end of summer. You gotta get the heat before like the 6 months of winter hit. So thank you so much for that lovely donation. Again, all the money that gets sent my way, this gets bumped right back into the channel so I can get this really cool stuff, this kind of stuff. So thank you so much, Adesti. It is so much appreciated with that. So this is a clamshell on top, and you can see underneath there's a speeder bike, so it's like a bunk bed. It's double decker. I'm just gonna lift this section up. Woo! That, and I'm actually going to, let's do this in phases too. So I'm going to let's look at, because it's here, the speeder bike. Let's take a look at this speeder bike right here. This is again, it's huge. It's got to be like 1/6 scale. Anything is ginormous, and I'm just gonna lift this out here. I'm going to gently take the box, because if you save the box, retail value, you can actually, the resale value, retail value. How can you tell it's late and I coached the game? The resale value stays high. So have a drink. Shut up, Tommy. Have another drink. Because nothing can be easy. Have a third drink. Finish it off. So here we go. And yes, Mike, to keep you happy, I'm gonna show you this thing. Instructions, my favorite. Thanks again, Adesti. My favorite. Why do I like instructions? Because, you know, smart people use them so they know exactly what they need to do and take away the guesswork, right? So for me, instructions, I'm a big fan of instructions. Always love reading the instructions, because, you know, there we go. Life is hard enough as it is, right? So, you know, that's literally what instructions are for. They let you know what you need to do. And yeah, I could figure it out if I wanted to. And yeah, that's fun. But, you know, I don't want to break anything. And that's one thing that I'm deathly afraid of with these hot toys, is I'm going to and snap something and go, oh, well, you've done irreparable damage to it. So, you know, there you go. But so that's why I love instructions. In fact, this is, oh, here comes a money shot. Taking the instructions out. Oh, look at that. Taped tape, 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 tape. Now there's some, there are also some geniuses who are part of the Bidder Brigade who let me know that you can download the instructions online, and so you don't have to even remove these. It can be pristine, like just like untouched in mint. But I'm a dirty, filthy opener. I believe these things should be played with and articulated and enjoyed. But I'm also a big fan of like mint in box. So I'm torn. I'm of two worlds. But here are the instructions. Let's take a look at them. It deserves its own close-up. There you go. And ooh, look, see, tiny little parts that you're not to consume. That's what the warning is for. But you have this wonderful. First of all, you're kitting up the Scout Trooper that we'll get to later on. He's got his hold-up blaster right there. Thermal detonator, which is really a pain in the butt to recreate. I actually have done a cosplay of a Remnant Trooper or Scout Trooper from the Mandalorian, and that's one of the pieces I couldn't finish in time. The thermal detonator was such a pain in the butt, like literally. But I'll get to it. I'll finish that off. That's one of the things why I haven't submitted for my friends in 501st. Why I haven't done that, submitted for that yet, because it's not finished yet. And then here you have small items like the handlebars for the speeder bike, how it's to be assembled. It looks like you've got some cross pieces here so you can connect and tie down the satchel that the Scout Trooper uses. The laser cannon. On the underside, you have descriptions of the throttle on that actually move. Look at that. Look at that. That's. I'm going to show you. See. The throttle. Forgive my ugly thumb, but the throttle, you can articulate the throttles and the fins on the front. Look at that. And here we go. Right? Even the pedals. The pedals move. The pedals move. That's what you can do. You can move the pedals. Squeeze. That's so cool. That is so cool. And they even have instructions on how to properly place Grogu into the satchel and cinch it up if you wanted to. There's even a little pillow for Grogu. Look at that. Teach you how to put together the diorama base when you want to put it together. How to listen to that click. Don't just have it sit there. Listen to it click. You see? You see? And here comes Podrick. So get your drinks ready. Okay, buddy. Sorry, you gotta. I know. You're like, oh, what's going on? You want to get in? Just give me a second. See? Because nothing can be easy, right? Podrick was he had to be alone for the first time in a long time because of the pandemic, and so he was really excited when we all came home. Okay, Ding Dong. You coming? He just chose to lay down. I made all this room for him, and he laid this. He's a dog. He's a dog. That's what dogs do. That's what dogs do. Good night, Daz416. I hope your headache gets better. I know, being in the car for a long time, yeah, that takes it right out of you. So you get your rest, and we'll catch you on the replay. Okay, see you. Damage Queen. Everybody's talking. Melissa K. That's right. Podrick's here. Have a drink. Vanessa C. I've been on a Captain Teva Tools card today. And how I win it. Did you win it? I don't know. Well, I hope you won it. Fingers crossed. Tops. Tops. Tops card. Not Tools card. Tops. At least he didn't lay on the box. That's right. No, he's pretty good about that. Okay, so I'm going to move this back now. And because Podrick's not going to be lying here, and we'll get back to the cool stuff, which is this, the instructions. The instructions. That's something here, and I'm being texted. I missed the super chat. Oh no! Here it is. Kenny C3. Hello, my friend. I'm so sorry I missed that. That hat is hot. Where can I get one? See, this is why I love the Bidder Brigade. This is why, because, they keep me honest. They keep me honest. And if there was only some way I could put in a shameless plug about the merchandise that I'm wearing during the middle of this. It's like it was meant to be. Thank you so much, And thanks again, Kenny C3, for the generous donation. Every little bit helps, and every little bit goes straight into the account. So if anybody likes these represent hats, or we even have these bitter hats, they are wonderful. They are New Era 950 hats. They are snapbacks, super comfy, and very stylish, might I add. And again, these are available on my website, bitterasiandude.com/merch. And shipping costs have gone down because we're not doing the sweatshirts anymore. The sweatshirts were expensive to get out there, so the sweatshirts runs are done. And now I said sweatshirt runs. Sounds wrong. I didn't. You know what I meant. Shut up, Tommy. Shut up, Tommy. Shut up. Have another drink. What was I saying? Yeah. So shipping is far less now. It's way more, I think, reasonable. So there you go. So if you love these hats and you want to support a great cause, this is great. Represent, that means something very personal to me and to everybody, really. And it's about being the best version of you that you can. And yeah, I think it's cool too. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to get rid of this shameless plug right now. Pew! And we're going to get back to the fun stuff, which is looking at instructions, because that's what I think is fun. Instructions. All right. So just the one page. Here we go. So let's take this bad boy out. Let's take it out. We have these magnets. These are magnets. So we've got two magnets here. Yeah. And then we have the crotch stand, which is still really weird, but I get why you need it. This is the flexible action stand, I believe, that you can screw into the base so that you can have dynamic hoses. Oh, and there go the magnets. There go the magnets. I'm just gonna let them stay right there for now, and of course, the bread and butter. This speeder bike. Ooh. It's actually way lighter than I thought it would be. And this is what I love about Hot Toys. They put in so many little pieces to protect the product from getting scratched and stuff. So here it is, straight out of the box. The detailing on this speeder bike is exquisite. A little bit of piece of foam right here. I'm just gonna discard that. There you go. You've got the laser cannon from underneath here. Rotates. This is what I love too. It's got the hose. It's got the cable. The cable there is connected, and so you know the in-world realism is fantastic, and the level of detail here too. You've got actual these pistols, these pulleys are so well done. Yeah, I mean it's easy to believe that this is an in-world speeder bike. The hoses, the connectors, you've got the oh my god, the pedals, the articulating pedals. Oh, look at that! See, right? Open it up. Slow it down. Right? You see them in Return of the Jedi when they want to open up the throttle. They just sit down on it, and or they push down on it, and bam, they open up. And we have here. Look at this. Look at that. These kick plates that open up the exhaust vents. Right there. Look at the detail. Look at the detailing in that. The turbines and stuff. This is just stunning. Stunning. Look at that. And it looks like they've already placed them in there. They've already placed, see, the instructions had it quite clearly labeled out to put those rails in, but it looks like somebody's beaten me to the punch. Right? So now I can just pre-thread the the straps in there. However, what they did leave for me, thankfully, I'm going to close this up. They left me the throttle assembly to put in. right? And look at that. They've even have the cable pulls, right? Like the on both sides there, so I can connect those and make it look cool. And here we have, this is the base if you want the Scout Trooper to just stand beside the bike, and this is the base for the actual bike. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, Millhouse. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna get this. Oops. No, I don't want to. Hold on. This is what happens when you actually hit this. Sorry, I don't want to ban John Carmen. The base actually hit it by accident, so don't worry. Nothing happened. Thank you so much, Aaron S., for purchasing a bitter hat. Thank you. Okay, let's get this out here. See, this is my pipe dream is to have an actual studio space where I would actually have room to do all this without banging my head on things and having to have a proper workbench or station. So one day soon. So I'm just gonna place this here. Yes, ooh, a little bit of thigh there. That's I'm wearing shorts. I think it's my camera. It's tilting. There we go. Try that. All right. Okay. And so now I have. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. Yeah, cannon moves. Here we go. Assembling the speeder bike. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward enough. I'm going to turn it this way as to match the instructions. Hello, Bad Wolf Media. How are you? How is your concert going? Everything good? I think it was Blues Travelers. My wife said that you had mentioned that you were working on. So this goes just like that. This goes. Oops. Go, and then we have. Into the, yes, what's up, Podgy? Podrick, really? Okay, my dog's looking at me. He wants me to, you want to get up here? Is that what it is? You want to get up? Okay, go, walk through. Come on, get up, there you go. Here it is. There he is. The big lump. You're happy? This is Patrick. He was alone for what? You were alone for 5 hours today? 4 hours? 4.5 hours. 4.5. For the last 2 years, everybody's been home. And he hasn't been alone for a bit, so I think he was a bit stressed out, right? But we always come back. Right? Always take care of you, don't we? We love you, buddy. Take a nap. Don't fart. He does. Mark J is asking what kind of dog is he? This Doge. Oh, sorry. It's the batteries. It's okay. He's a rescue. So we're not 100% sure, but he's mostly black lab, and we think just a little bit of pit bull because of the shape of his head. But he's 100% awesome, and he's a big suck, and he's ours, and he's the best thing that's happened to our family. Right? Yeah, you're a good boy. I love you. All right, let's get back to toys. Let's get back. There's some serious business here. Well, you can some serious stuff here. So, okay, I'm going to. One day, nothing can be easy, right? So now, according to this here, right, the that little bit of cabling that's here. Oops. needs to go into this little hole right here. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I pulled out something too. I pulled out a bit of the cable that I wasn't supposed to pull out. All right, and because of my age, my eyes are S-H-I-T. So bad. I've got these things. Don't laugh, because one day you can be as cool as me too. This actually, this is actually good for enclosed stuff, because my eyes are shit now. They are absolute garbage. Do you take a drink if I swear? Is that the thing now? If I swear, I can't remember. But it's like, this is it. What'd you do on Sunday? I watched some idiot try to plug in this little thing on a speeder bike replica. That's good. I stick my tongue out. That's really good, right? That's exactly how I feel, Patrick. There. It's back in there. And now you can go in there. I'm going to take you and put you in there. It's a lot easier if you just move the handlebars out of the way. Yeah. There you go. And it's in. They're in. Ha 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 ha! 16 hours later and much consternation. Daniel Turtle is in the basement. Better than current primetime TV. Thank you so much, my friend. And I got another super chat from Kenny. Kenny C3, nice doggy, cute pooch. Get him a milk bone. Yeah, he's got a ton. We spoil him because honestly, he's kind of the best thing that's happened to this family in a long time. We had a cat for like 17 years. We love the cat, adorable. You know, 2017 he died, and it hurt so much. We didn't want to. We couldn't go through that again. So we're like, no more pets, no more pets. But after about a week, you know, the house was so empty. They bring so much, the energy, the presence, and but we couldn't do another cat because it hurt too much. So we got a rescue instead. And first dog we ever had, and he's been like, we lucked out. We won the lottery, and he's been fantastic for us. So yeah, no, he's pretty awesome. He's pretty awesome. Thanks. Yeah, Mel, you should use some of these glasses. They're great. You can get them. I got them online. I got them through Amazon. I'm really bad that way. I order stuff through Amazon because they deliver it straight to my door. And a lot of the hobby shops are closed. We're closed, so that's the thing. But they've been a lifesaver. And you can actually swap out these lenses. You can swap them out for different magnification. You can adjust the light. Right, when you turn it on, you can adjust what angle of attack you want, and yeah, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm reading about Brandy is saying, Brandy Woods is saying, yeah, pets really do bring so much. You lost your cat in December. I'm so sorry. Things haven't been the same. I know exactly how you feel. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you lose a pet because they're more than pets. They're family, and you love them. I love, you know, they just make their way into your lives so much, so well. Yeah, and Cynthia, 19-year-old dog. Oh, yeah. There's a hole, no doubt. There's a hole in your house, in your heart. There's a presence that's missing, and that's what makes him so special. I did this. Christopher saying, thank you so much for the wonderful chat. Where are you going? He's turning around. Thank you so much. Thanks for providing great content and entertainment. Well, you're welcome. And thank you for your generous donation. Yay, the channel lives on. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard. John Carmen is saying like it would have been difficult to get another Black Lab mix, just because it would remind you of your other dog, and that's the thing. It's like we had our cat Verbal. He was a tabby. I love tabbies, but every time I see a tabby, gray tabby, I think of my cat Verbal. I still cry when I think about him. You know, I open up a can of tuna, I start to cry, because I used to feed him the juice. He loved the juice from the tuna cans, and now I just pour it down the sink, and that makes me profoundly sad. Profoundly sad. Oh my god, okay, I have to stop. Yeah, I know. This I know. Let's get back to the speeder bike. Okay, so I've got, look at this, look how awesome this is. So the handles articulate, we've got you know, the fins here articulate as well. Look at that, it's just beautifully put together. And we have, right, okay. Let's check the instructions. Let's check the instructions. Let's check out the instructions. There you go. Follow the steps and match. Attach the flexible pole to the base. Place the speeder bike onto the pole according to the indicated shape. The speeder bike can be fully attached to the pole as shown. Oh, I see. And then see these magnets here. These magnets. They're to be placed to keep the feet in place right here on the pedals, right? So these bad boys kind of go sorry to keep in camera view. Well, now I've done it. It's inside the model. It's inside. It went into the speeder bike because I'm an idiot. Shut up, Tommy. That's a preemptive shut up. It dropped in, and it's attached to something metal. I was trying to put it in, and it dropped somewhere inside the frame of the speeder bike. Ooh. Thanks for the warnings now, 1/6 shooter. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Robert Churchill, my friend, thank you so much for dropping by. Sorry it was so late. We'll catch you next time on the flip side. Usually, FUNBOXING Sundays, it's at a little bit more reasonable hour, East Coast time, or Eastern, not East Coast, but Eastern time. Yeah, just the last little bit, like last week was like super late because I was like, should I or shouldn't I? And then today, because of base, I dropped the other magnet. So let's move on, and this is actually going to fit really, really well into the base. There's a screw. It's threaded. It's got threads, right? And I'm just gonna. I think there you go, nice and simple. Even an idiot can do it. Even an idiot, like me. I'll get that. I'll get those magnets somewhere. Oh, there it is. I see it. 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 And you know what? I used my foot to pick it up. That's right. Like a monkey. I used my articulated toes to pick this up. So it's right back here. Okay. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Louis K. Somebody had. Thank you. There's always got to be somebody who said, well, I told you so. And you did. You did. Yeah, it's just go from underneath. You know what makes it hard though is these right here. These cables kind of get in the way of the hole to put the magnet in, and so I've had difficulty. Okay. I think the first one's, it's not sitting flush. Oh, because nothing can be easy, right? Okay, one last time and then I'm gonna quit because this is taking far too long. And again, I'm very worried about breaking something. See, I know. There. I mean, it's not. There we go. So I've got one in. The other one is somewhere in the chassis. Oh, you can hear it as I watch me fling this across the room. It's stuck to something metallic in here. Curses. Foiled again. Alright, well. Just gonna. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Oh my god. That was embarrassing. That was a little bit too embarrassing. That's a little bit too embarrassing. I'm gonna take a second and answer some of these. Maybe we can chat while I collect myself, because that was ridiculous. That was so much harder than it needed to be because I'm an idiot and I can't stick a magnet in a hole. To be fair, there's stuff in the way and it's hard, and I'm worried about breaking it, you know? It's like that whole adage, if it don't fit, force it. If it breaks, it needed fixing anyway. I hate that. It's expensive. This was expensive and I didn't want to screw it up, so. Oh my god. Alright. Here we go. Magnets, always with the magnets, that's right. Okay, Joe, have a good one. Good night. We'll catch you on the replay. Okay, and yes, this is the new Coke Zero. I am in no way affiliated with them. They've done a rebrand. I've had to switch to sugarless drinks for the last few years because I have type 2 diabetes and I need to avoid sugar. And this is, I have to admit, the closest thing to Coca-Cola. Not cocaine. It's not like cocaine. Nothing's like cocaine. Just kidding. But this is, yeah, no. This is the rebrand. They want to make it look like the actual Coke can, except you know, it's Coke Zero because it says Coke Zero, but also because it's black. It's neat. It's just rebranding, but the product still tastes good. What's the retail value with the magnet inside? Well, I'll tell you what. If I sign this, the retail value of this, like, oh my god, a Mandalorian speeder bike signed by a guy who was in the Mandalorian. Did he play the guy who was riding bike? No. But he signed it? Yes. Isn't that weird? Mm-hmm. I'll give you $5 more. There you go. See? That's the resale value, just through the roof. $5 whole more. So here is, we've got the speeder bike. It is mounted right there. We have it mounted. All the pieces are on it right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to look at the actual Scout Trooper. I'm going to get him. And we're going to put him, what do you think? I'm going to get him and I'm going to put him in the... But first I need to clear this out. And this is much harder to do so with a sleeping dog in the spot where I was going to put up, and he's all like, That's right. I'm sorry. I'm putting you out, sir. So sorry, sir. Very sorry, sir. There we go. Now I have crap. See, I did that so I could have someplace to put this. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I gotta put it on the floor. Had to put it on the floor. Had to. And now we have. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. All right. Good night, Mark J. Thank you so much for sticking around. Okay. I'm gonna take this aside and put it here. So here it is. We're gonna take it's a classic clamshell from Hot Toys. We're gonna remove it. This is I like this. I like this bit of Star Wars branding right there, because you know, just in case you didn't know what universe it was from. This, I have to say, it is a stunning set. And as always, Hot Toys does not disappoint. I know this has been out. This particular set has been out for a while now. And better people than me have reviewed it. Justin's Collections, Jetta Patrol. So go check out there if you want a real like professional style review of these. Yeah, check out those channels. They are fantastic. Okay, here we go. Hot Toys, Scout Trooper, plastic bag over the head. Yes, they're wearing a helmet. Still looks like serial killer has gone to work and is trying to get rid of trying to get rid of a body there. But this is all for protection, not for keeping blood off the tile or the carpet. I'm gonna pull them out, and I'm going to remove the plastic bags, the baggies from. Let's get rid of that first. That's, oh my. And oh no, you've ruined the resale value by removing the plastic baggies that are. Right now, I can tell you, as somebody who's cosplayed as this character, the detailing on this is spectacular. And spot on. I have to say, the articulation of the ankle is frighteningly accurate. It is like a little person in here. I'm going to do this, cut away from myself, and not cut. There's tape here that I cannot. I know everybody's like, the idiot's got a knife, run! Okay. And again, little extra ball joints for the hands. If you want. I'm going to do this. Again, lovely bit of extra protection here. There's plastic in the joints, right underneath the forearm armor to prevent scratching and rubbing. So here's the okay. All right, Grogu, little bag on his head, big smile, Grogu. There you go. Come on. Don't look at that face. Look at this one. There you go. Must get in focus. Focus. There you go. He's happy. He's got his mouth open. He's happy. I've just been kidnapped by scout troopers. Queel has been murdered, but I'm happy because I'm going to be in a sack and I'm going to get punched soon. Right? There you go. Shut up, Daniel. I didn't drop the magnet. It fell. Oh, look. Even little Grogu feet. That's awesome. There you go. So we're going to put him to the side here. We have the sack. This is great, and it's got the rank bars and everything. It's even got, look at that. So this is actually, in the cosplay, they've actually sourced these parts, and this is actually, it's a belt. It's a canvas belt that they repurposed into a strap. And you can tell it's a gun belt or a pistol belt because of the rivets, right? These are the holes that are used to hang pouches and holsters and whatnot off of, and they repurposed it to use for the satchel here. And the satchel is, look at that, it's even got the friggin' little buckles that you can thread and unthread to open the bag. No, these cheap little, this is actually, you gotta, this is absolute stunning attention to detail. And the stitching, can you see the stitching on this? The stitching on the satchel, it's like all the detail nerding out must contain geekasm. The aforementioned pillow to give it shape, right? And you can move that out of the way. Take baby Grogu, stuff him inside. There you go. Get in, you little monster. Get in, Bitey. Bitey McBitey Pants. Now, his hand is fixed in that position. And there is some articulation for his head. But that's pretty much it. And this, so you can have him, you can have him holding that thing open and having the bag sort of flap open like that. Right? Look at that. Look at that. You can even have a little mini pillow fight before he force chokes you. But so that's pretty cool. That is cool. And again, the detail there, that rank bar, that's accurate to what was shown on the screen. So that's cool. That's canon. Now I really need to get to this Scout Trooper because this is stunning. I'm gonna keep his hands as is. I'm not gonna swap his hands out. I need to get this must move clamshell out of way. All right. Shit's gonna get real because I actually have built this costume with armor and the soft goods and whatnot, and I have to say this is fan-freaking-tastic at how detailed and how accurate it is. The helmet itself, though, I'm gonna zoom in for you. Okay, so check this out. So the helmet itself, in the series, it's not quite open, right? It's got that hinged part there, and that was a, oh my god, it's an RWA Creations helmet, which is accurate in the sense that it didn't close properly. Now, this doesn't swivel up. The Scout Trooper helmet that I have, this whole faceplate is on that pivot. It lifts up so you can actually breathe. But they've gone accurate in the sense that it doesn't close properly. It's supposed to, there isn't supposed to be a gap there, but in the Mandalorian there is that gap there because they're a bit sloppier than usual, and so they've got that on both sides. But like, look at that in terms of the indentation, the stripes, the markings right there. It's accurate in terms of like this gray button up top. The articulation for the head is, look at me, oh, like a limp piece of asparagus. I'm just moving my head. So this is that, it's so smooth. Now, you can tell this is from the Mandalorian because of these pockets here. What they did was, in Return of the Jedi, when they first introduced the Scout Troopers, they had their own sort of black undersuit on that was very specific to that, and it had like suede crotch and all this. Yeah, it's that detailed, and you can find all that on a lot of the forums for the costume builds in the 501st if you ever want to do a screen accurate build. But for the Mandalorian, what they did was they repurposed the flight suits. So the TIE Fighter pilot, like the reserve pilot suits, the undersuits, they use that as an undersuit instead of having to recreate the suede pants and the jacket from Return of the Jedi. because they used what they had in hand, and what they had in hand was these black suits. And you know, from 10 feet away, you wouldn't be able to tell, but and only if you're a super nerd that's totally into that would you realize that. And so that's one of the cool things that I've noticed. That, and here, if you look at it, now this one's, there's the cummerbund here. For Return of the Jedi, it is actually supposed to meet up. There isn't supposed to be a gap. But for the Mandalorian, this was often to be accurate, more accurate to the Mandalorian. This should be pulled down, and there should be a gap showing to show that, you know, these are, you know, one of the names that they had for them was the Remnant Troopers, because they were all that was remaining of the Empire, and these were not the Empire's best anymore. And so, you know, things kind of went to pot. Like the fact that they had poorly maintained armor, that a lot of the pieces of the uniform were missing. If you look at the Remnant Troopers, they had their armor was weathered and beaten up and cracked in places, and you could tell they had been through the ringer. They weren't the shiny, spiffy stormtroopers of the TKs on the Death Star. And so that's really good Lord, that was upsetting. Give the man a hand. All right, I'm gonna do this. Good night, Mel. Thank you so much for. Oh my God! This is why. See, this is why. Well, let's take a look at this. Right? They used as well. Here's a gauntlet. It's a two-piece glove. You can see the seam right here. Beautifully done, beautifully detailed, right there, for the Biker Scout. And here's an example of the forearm armor. It's like it literally is a tiny version of something that I have in a box in the back, and it's no wonder why cosplayers would use Hot Toys as a frame of reference, just because of the accuracy. Right? Like, look at this. I'm just gonna put this right up there like that. I'm gonna stick this glove back on. Make sure it's tight. There you go. And so, bicep armor, right? You've got the bicep. You've got the shoulder bells that are there. Now, mine actually have an attachment to the chest armor. This one doesn't, because he doesn't move. They don't move, right? So you can pose them, so you don't have to worry about that. You've got the tank at the back with the accurate freaking, look at that detailing back there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The thing is, this is almost put together too well, right? And let's move. You can even see the side. You can undress this, and you can see the little side strap that's accurate to that as well. The belt. What's missing here, obviously, is the thermal detonator that you would slide. You can slide over and just hook that onto the belt, right? It would sit like that. I'm not going to do that because that would be boring watching me trying to do that, right? The straps, the drop boxes, the buckles are accurate. Now these pouches here too, it's interesting because they got moved up and they should be down a little bit lower. But again, these are, like, this cummerbund should be hanging. There should be a black. You should be able to see black underneath it. Return of the Jedi, they're neat, they're crisp, nice and white. There is no gap, but for the Remnant, there you go. Brandy, yeah, you know, these actually are called shoulder bells too. A pauldron is actually something in the 501st is actually, that's like the big leather piece that hangs out. We refer to that as a pauldron instead. Oh, he lost his hand again. Another hand. Different costuming sources, you know, use different terminology, but that I do believe the pauldron is something that you would see. It's actually a motocross chest protector that they've put on sideways. But for the TKs, that's what they call pauldrons. These are known as shoulder bells in the 501st costuming community. So there is that as well. You've got, of course, the knee pads that are now canonically upside down. This, I know that upset a lot of cosplayers in the 501st. These are actually supposed to be reverse, so the flat part is down here and this curved part is up here. The thing is, it just feels more natural. If you've never put on the costume before, that these should be upside, should be the other, this way actually. But you know, they're canon now, so there's no arguing about that. And you've got the boots, the the holster for the blaster. Look at that, and that fits right in there like a glove. That's another thing on my costume that I really need to do. But this is spectacular. This guy, the way it's put together, the level of detail is spectacular, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, it is a difference. It is a difference, Brandy, between science fiction and medieval armor. Yeah, absolutely. It's you know, I'm just using the terms. I'm just using the terms that everybody else has been using and stuff like that. So pauldron for us, yeah, shoulder bells, because they're ubiquitous. That's another big word that I like using. But for all the Imperial stuff, if you have armor, even the Mandalorians have them. The part that covers the shoulder right there, they're referred to as shoulder bells. So that's what I call them, right? But I guess yeah, pauldron works too. We got Ray's in the house. Thank you so much, Blue Dragon Super Chat. Birthday Fiver, thank you. Thank you, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, Ray. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Ooh, look, it's like where it's placed, it looks like I'm censoring. It's like, oop. Scout Trooper nasty bits. Well, let's actually take a look at this for a second here. The diaper. You've got this part here, which is screen accurate too. It hooks underneath. It's got a black band that pulls this part all the way up, and you hook it to the back of the cummerbund. And yeah, I mean, one of the things that they say you want to look out for is you don't want this to bunch up too much, because then you get too many the little folds there, and it looks awkward. You get the camel toe look, and you want to avoid that with the Scout Trooper, because people won't take you seriously with that. But I really digging how complete, how accurate this is. The Scout Troopers. I know I said it wasn't going to do, but then here you go. OCD. There you go. There you go. It's on there. So that's his thermal detonator. Their thermal detonator. This is it. This is great. Now, it's funny because I actually have another one, just the Scout Trooper, and I have it in a box, and I'm assuming it'll probably be the exact same mold, exact same quality and attention to detail. And now I have a pair of them. So not an army building, but I could do a scene recreation. Of course, I'd only have the one speeder bike between the two of them, but that's still pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Mike Case is saying, you just got the set. I had to set it up with IG-11 on the bike, and the Scout Trooper looks great on his own. Yes. I have to say, like, even the boots, the soles of the boots, check it out. Those are accurate. Those are... come on. Don't fight with me. Don't fight with me. Look, it's a weird crotch shot. The soles are accurate. Take my word for it. They're accurate. And the boots themselves they're super... It's spot on. Well done. Well done, Hot Toys. Well done. 1/6 shooter is a diaper for when they shit their pants before hitting a tree. That's... Sure. Yeah. I mean, whatever works, right? But it ties it in. It completes that look. It's got that, you know, stormtroopers have cod pieces. You know, even the First Order ones, they have cod pieces. And it's like, it's not the most comfortable armor to wear, but it's good to have your junk protected, I'm sure. And for Scout Troopers, because it's mobility in mind, yeah, why not? Okay, so we've got that. Let's do something fun here. Let us try to compare the junior size version. Now this is the Black Series. Black Series. Let's do this version. The same thing. It's a much smaller scale. It's a 6-inch figure as opposed to a 12-inch. The bike, obviously, it doesn't have as many moving parts. And if you want to see here, you can see like the hands have the little elastics to keep them on the handlebars. And that's the thing. I'm loath to remove them because once I do, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get them back on here. Yeah, and then you can see here, they've actually put the knee. They've bowed the public pressure, and they put the kneecaps back on the right way. This is the beforehand. This was the accurate way of doing it. And there's little Grogu. Little Grogu. He doesn't look as happy. He doesn't look as happy as he does in here. Here he looks like, yay, I'm going on a ride. Here he looks a little bit more concerned. Like, where am I going to eat? Where are we going? Am I going to get fed? The little blaster there too. Again, because it's Black Series, it's all hard plastic. Even the satchel is. Happy to say the satchel does have the rank bar on it, just not as detailed. Obviously, the buckles are the little pinholes that you shove in and hope it stays closed. I doubt it will. I mean, you've got an actual cloth sack with actual mini buckles. Just because it's bigger, you have that much more detail to it, right? Like, that's nuts. And yeah, it's got here, again, another elastic to keep the satchel in place. The diaper has the big ass like white bit there, and this, there is no, the thermal detonator is kind of like molded into the look. I don't know, this back flap looks weird to me. Drop boxes are oddly shaped. The pouches, and again, he's got his cummerbund is worn, but it's up. There should be a gap there. That's the thing. There should be a gap if it's going to be if he's going to be the Mandalorian Scout Trooper, the Remnant Scout Trooper. I have a feeling that this was just a regular, like an old school Return of the Jedi, biker scout, and they just repurposed and repainted. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because it waste not, want not. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, I think this is a repaint. And the helmet looks a little bit, something just titch janky about it, right? You know what it's too rounded. That's what it is. This bit is too rounded instead of the hard square on it. It's missing the 3 stripes up there, right? And the visor itself, this is way more curved in. This is wider. Yeah, and then, but I mean, I was super jazzed to get this. I mean, don't get me wrong, like this was an Amazon exclusive. I think it was like $60, and yeah, I'm glad I got this. I'm really like, and again, it's not coming off. He's not coming off the bike, because there's no way I'm gonna get them back on. So this is like stuck forever in action pose, which is cool. Whereas this bad boy can get posed into many different sort of scenarios and locations. And again, I'm inspired by many of the toy photographers that I see out there. And maybe one day, if I get enough time and enough courage, I might take a shot at doing some action poses with these. So that is the 1/6 scale speeder bike. I knew it was going to happen. I planned it that way. Good thing it was just the base, and my knee took the brunt of that. So there's no damage to the base. My knee, however, is in... that hurt. That hurt. But it's cool, too, because then my foot stopped the rest of it from breaking on the floor. I'm just going to take a second right now. That sucks. so hard. Ouch. Fuck. That fucking hurt. Oh, that hurt. Yeah. So, well, I try to recover from that devastating blow. There we go. I'm gonna just put this on here. Maybe I'll find the mag. Need the base. That's right. Maybe catch it. That's good. Loving it. Loving it. Loving the love. Loving the love. All right. I was going to set this up, and I realized that I just have an overhead shot, so I can't really. You got this. Let me zoom out. So you can see already the difference in scale. I mean, Grogu's like, ah! Is as big as the Scout Trooper. And there goes this thermal detonator. Whee! Anyways, so that's pretty fun. Fun enough. I should do the live streaming the magnet. No, the magnet didn't fall out because it's stuck in the body of the speeder bike somewhere. One is in the pedal. The other one it's in the body somewhere. So I'll do a detailed search for that later on. But yeah, the control panels, the detail in the control panels. This is incredible too. Yeah, let's point that out. Good catch. Good catch, Val A. But look at that. Center switch. These are like, it's brilliant. It's beautiful. Beautiful. In the Black Series one, well, there's a couple little pegs in there. They tried. But yeah, super digging that. Whee! All right. I'm gonna let's successfully draw a curtain over this piece here and say that we're gonna move on. I'm just gonna do this and get this box out of the way. Right now, I'm getting the box. I'm just gonna move this here, and let's move on to the next lovely thing. Oh. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Where does Grogu go in this one? The bike looks whiter than the Trooper. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the paint scheme. That is the paint scheme. That's interesting. You know what? I'd want to revisit that particular episode to see if it did, like, how white the bikes were, and whether that's accurate or not. Because this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna get this. Oh, am I waking you up, Podrick? Am I disturbing your nap? Am I disturbing you? Am I in your way? I'm sorry. Life is hard. Nothing can be easy. I'm gonna put this base here. Now I don't know. I just hold on a second while I move this out of the way. Make room. Almost drop. That's great. That's great. I'm gonna do this. Ah! Alrighty then. Okay. I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Okay, here we go. So, this next item we have here is the Fallout Plasma Rifle 1:1 scale model. I got this at EB Games. Long story, I told this last week, but basically what happened was I have a problem with pre-orders. I'm pretty disorganized when it comes to pre-orders because I lose track of where I've pre-ordered stuff from and what I've done. And so what I did was I ordered 2 of the Black Series first order helmets, TK helmets. One from a different source, so one from Hasbro and one from Toys R Us, or EB Games. EB Games. One from Toys R Us, one from EB Games. There was one from Hasbro Pulse that I did end up canceling before it's sent because I was like, oh, I'm getting one from Toys R Us. Totally forgetting about the one from EB Games, and the one from EB Games came after I'd already done an unboxing, so I was like, oh. So it sat, and my wife was, Anna was saying, why? What's wrong with you? And I'm sorry, it was like completely forgot. No mention of the 6 Boba Fett's that I have. That was an accident. Another one of those again. So I said, it's okay, baby. I can return this helmet and get store credit. Don't worry. I knew I wasn't going to get my money back because it was too late. But I could get store credit, and it's like I was getting stuff. So I went to return it, and, they said, we can only give store credit. I said, that's fine. I was looking around, and they had this. This is, I know my buddy Daniel, he's a big fan of Fallout. In fact, I was able to trade with him. I had a T-51 power armor helmet that I traded up with him for a very rare 3-pack of clone troopers. So it was great, win-win. And so I saw these because I'm part of a group, and this group is great because the members go out and they sort of like, whenever they're at a toy store or a comic book store, they see cool stuff, they'll send a picture to the group saying, does anybody want this? And I saw this. This was a plasma rifle that was up there. I was like, oh my god, that looks so cool. And it had dropped in price. Now, regularly, this sucker started off at $149.99. 150 bones. Canadian. So for Americans, that's, if you do the conversion, about $20. Just kidding. It's like 99, right? And so, but it sat so long that they keep, it's like, yeah, the price is going down because they need to clear room for more inventory. So they dropped it, and it was dropped down to 119. And then if you were part of the platinum club that they had there, it was like 107. And people were still saying no dice. So they dropped it to 89.99. And then I became a platinum member because of returning stuff. And they dropped it to $80.99. So even returning my helmet and getting this, they still owed me money. And that's why I got the plasma pistol too. And they still owed me money. But it was funny because my wife came in afterwards, and I had this box and another huge box. She said, you were supposed to get rid of your helmet. Now you're coming with more. And I'm like, no. This is, I got this in exchange. And I got the other thing. And they still owed me money. So, anyways, I'm going to shut up. This is by Chronicle Collections. It's a gigantic box. Nuka-Cola. It's, again, like the plasma pistol from last week. It looks, the packaging is made to look like a Pelican case or a gun case. There are the handles. There's the latch to open it up. Yeah, I'm assuming that it is. There you go on the back end. Just looks like that. I'm assuming it is much like the plasma pistol in that there will be some form of light. I'm hoping that there will be a sound involved as well, but I'm not holding my breath. So I'm gonna open this sucker up, and there we go. Let's see what's inside the box. I do the overhead cam, but there's no point because this box is too big to fit under there, and then I'm just going to end up dropping something else on myself. I'm saying, Jeff, no. Lamb of God, you really fleeced the Van Graffs on that rifle. Jeff Fu, yeah, it didn't work when you already used that as an excuse before. Well, I'm gonna keep saying it. Tommy saying, Paul, did you read "Don't do what Donnie don't does" before using that knife? Oh, they could have made it a little bit easier. Don't do what Donnie don't does. The knife. Yoink. Okay, so there's a bunch of boxes. Maybe you can see some of it if I zoom out enough. That's in. Here's the box. There's a box. There we go. Styrofoam box. to hold the blaster rifle in here. This, ooh, it comes disassembled, I believe. Oh, that's interesting. There's a bit of resistance getting this out. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I disturbing you, Podrick? That sound upset you? Well, it's funny because when I was purchasing this, they had one that was on display, and I was like, I don't want the one that was on display that was out of box, because even though I'm paying a markdown price, like, I want it new in box. Right? I want to be the one that opened it. I don't want something that's been sitting on the shelf collecting dust for 3 years. And they were great. They accommodated me because there was actually another one that was sitting over, and they said, well, pick the one that you want. And I was like, ooh, okay, choice. So I picked this one, and it has most definitely not been taken out and placed on display. And instructions. Instructions, indeed. Instructions. I'm sorry, baby. I gotta move this tissue paper out of the way. Here's the stock. Looks like this has been taped into place. Has been. It's a very awkward way that they've packaged this. I am cutting away from myself. So I'm not. Here it is. It's disassembled, but then it's awkwardly sort of taped in. So I don't know. Watch those fingers and that blade. Yeah, no, I'm not, okay. Thank you, Susie. I'm good. I'm good. Robert! Good Lord, Robert! Good Lord! That is super generous of you. Ladies and gentlemen, geeks and nerds of all ages, that is... Robert, that is too generous of you. Thank you so much for that. That is absolutely banana pants. And I'm so very grateful for that. That is incredible. I'm going to need some more shelves for all these unboxings. Here's a bit to get you started. This is... I don't know what to say, except thank you. Thank you. I really and truly appreciate that. That blows me away. That blows me away. Generosity, and it's much appreciated. And I won't let you down. There are plans to sort of reorganize everything so I'm not so hemmed in, and there are display shelves from IKEA. I'm looking to display these helmets a lot better. You know, make it just a little bit classier, so my geeky basement doesn't look as messy. And that'll help. That'll definitely help. Thank you so much, my friend. That is beyond generous. I appreciate, much appreciated, much appreciated. This is why I love Funboxing Sundays. It's like I get to open up these really cool things. They're cool to me, and I get to chat with all of you. That is living life to its fullest for me. And that was way harder than it needed to be. That was way harder than it needed to be. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at that. This is great. This looks like metal. Right? It is definitely not metal. It's plastic. It is amazing what they can do with a good paint job and some weathering effects. Like this is... There you go. This is so cool. Much like the plasma pistol, you've got the coils. Here you've got the the control ribbon cable. It looks like it has been cobbled together with some fantastic. It's almost steampunk-like, right? And the instructions, which I will get to. And there are even fake bolts. Like, these are plastic bolts and stuff. And he drops it. The idiot drops the bag again. Okay. Plasma rifle instructions. So it's very... You connect the barrel. The battery compartment is under here, much like the other one was. Using the bolt and the hex nuts. That's what you connect them with. And press the button to activate the lights. 3 AAA batteries inside the compartment. Nice and straightforward. Nice and straightforward. No magnet problems here. No. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Lots of plastic coverings. Ooh, that's lovely. There's an optical sight that's built in here, which is pretty cool. Lots of fun. And just removing the plastic. So much plastic. And here are the screws. Now these hex screws, again, these are plastic. Plastic bolts, plastic nuts. That's amazing. Hello, Louis Libbits. How are you? Right. Welcome to the basement. Susie TH, excuse my language, but that is so freaking cool. The optical sight thingy. Yeah, that's a nice little touch. It is a great little touch. And, you know, the batteries go in here. So before I do that, I'm going to see if I can... Oh, I need to get a different... I need to get a longer screwdriver. But let's assemble this. So now you can see it like that, and it goes a certain specific way. It just sort of sits like that, and then you gotta thread it through, which is a ton of fun to watch. I'm sure. I'm just looking to see which way the bolts go. I'm going to assume it goes. Just get the one in. This is fun. How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? Was it good? Did y'all have fun? Staying safe? Enjoying the weekend? My weekend was pretty good. Again, we had this exciting baseball game that we went to in Coburg. Coburg, Ontario, for those of you who don't know, is a small city. It's more of a town. About an hour and 10 minutes out of Toronto. Now, the cool thing about Coburg is my in-laws live out there. That's right, Anna's parents live out in Coburg, and so we're used to that. We're used to that drive. Although I haven't done that drive in a couple of years because of the pandemic. But everybody's vaxxed now, double vaxxed, which is great. So we've actually been able to go out and visit. Last Saturday, Anna actually went out and was able to hang out with her family for the first time in 2 years because they're vaxxed. And so that was a lovely thing. And so we went out, played a good baseball game. The team did well. They tied 12-12. Again, it was an exciting game. 6 innings. Miles pitched. He was a starter. He battled through it. They play in the 13U. That's 13 and under league division age range. And these kids from Northumberland County, yeah, they were all 13. There were maybe 2 kids who were like maybe 12 or 11, but the majority of the East York team that went out there, they are 11 or 12 years old. So they gave pretty good. They gave pretty good out there. What's this? Oh, thanks, Robert. I'm gonna thank you again for that lovely, lovely donation. It's much appreciated. We have here Buck Dancer. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Beaming face with smiling eyes. That's, you know, Ecamm. I know on YouTube that's coming up, and it's much appreciated. I wish Ecamm was a little bit more savvy in terms of the chat feature for that. But it is much appreciated. Thank you so much, Buck Dancer, for that super sticker. Yeah. Here we go. Just reading through here. Oh, Vanessa, it's okay. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. And yeah, let me know if you win that Topps card. That'd be awesome. Ethan Blinkhorn, can I make you a custom knife? Sure. As long as I don't cut myself with it. But that sounds cool. We used to watch Forged in Fire a lot, and so that was a really neat sort of watching the process of blade smithing. I thought was really cool. Valley, I'm sorry you're having a terrible weekend, but I am glad that this is helping you out a little bit there. Dusty, you're still in lockdown until the end of September, but grateful. Yeah, you know, it's making a resurgence, the Delta variant, but I don't think the way to go now. I think a lot of governments are saying going back to lockdown, perpetual lockdown isn't the answer, and it really is about getting vaccinated, being smart, wearing a mask, maintaining that distance, and just, you know, riding it out until it becomes endemic, so that it's like the flu. It'll be like the flu, but enough people need to be vaccinated that it has to happen. So there's that. Right on. Susie TH, you went to your hubby's hometown for your anniversary. For him to play softball and catch up with his elementary castmates. Oh, that's cool. Love that. That's a happy anniversary. My anniversary is coming up with Anna soon. August 25th, we will have been married. She will have been trapped for 20 years. That's our 20th anniversary. Yeah, so I have nothing planned. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm pretty screwed, but she's stuck with me now. Ooh, maybe I'll get some more collectibles. No, I'm just kidding. So here it is. It's put together. It's a big one. Big. There we go. It's like, doesn't even fit. That's how big it is. It's like, yeah, it lights up apparently. Oh, it does. Woo, look at that. Haha, it already comes with batteries included, so I don't have to dig it out. And the optical sight is pretty cool. No sound. Again, the paint job on this is great. I like it a lot. There's an on-off button there, like in case. The only thing that I would really want for something that's $150, yes, it lights up, but it should make noise, right? It should make noise. It should go pew, or like make whatever sound a plasma rifle makes. Because, you know, at the end of the day, if you're going to charge something, I mean, yes, the paint job is great, the lights are great. You got to make it make some noise, right? Right, a little bit. And the trigger doesn't do much else. Just at least have it so that when you pull the trigger, it lights up. right? But, you know, again, for a display piece, pretty freaking sweet. And, you know, I already, again, this is, I know my buddy Daniel loves this. The plasma pistol, my eldest Noah already laid claim to that, so he's got it in his room. He's probably displaying it. I'm certainly glad I didn't end up with 2 TK helmets, because that, you know, that's an embarrassment of riches right there. So this is, you know, I'm digging it. I am digging it. It's heavy. It's got a good weight to it too. I mean, it's big enough as well. And if you're gonna cosplay Fallout style, there you go. There you go. You could do far worse. So this is very, yeah. And again, it's like, it's very steampunk-ish. It's the cobbling together of the technology, of you know, different like found bits, the copper as well, right? The pistons here, the way it's put together, it's very steampunk-ish. But I'm digging it. I like it. Not bad at all. Frank de Los Angeles is saying you're having a good weekend, but you missed a big bike ride out in Santa Cruz. They had 11,000 bike riders. Wow, that's cool. Oh, Mike Kess, you did your first toy hunt. Stop that. Did your first toy hunt here in San Diego since February of 2020. Your favorite toy shop reopened last week. Yay! So my best friend and I masked up, hopped in a car to look for toys. I love that. That's, for me, that like brings me right back to when I was a kid and my parents were like, you want to go shopping? We're gonna go to Wilco. And you know, you can look in the toy section while we're getting like useful stuff. So I love that. Yeah, toy hunting is great. Ethan, you've been making knives for the Highland Games, so pretty tired, but you took today off to rest. Good for you. Rest is good. Lamb of God 21, anticlimactic weekend. Tomorrow's your first day back at work after a week off. That's always tough. First day back, always tough. But you can do it. You can do it. Cynthia, you learned to weave a plaid fabric on your loom. You have a loom? How cool is that? How cool is that? My wife, I just got her a serger, which is like banana pants. It's like one of these heavy industrial machines that cuts and does seams and folds in material. That's apparently if you're into that sort of stuff, that's like the bee's knees. It just saves on a lot of hassle. So that's exciting. Anton, looking at Coburg. Wow, it's beautiful out there. I've been around the greater GT area, but not out there. Check it out. Their beaches are quite nice. And in that area, if you're a film buff too, Port Hope is just like 10 minutes away from Coburg. It's actually closer to Toronto. You got past Port Hope to get to Coburg. They filmed the movie It out there. Like a lot of the outdoor scenes, like the big festival and stuff. You can actually drive through Port Hope and you can see a lot of the locations that they use for the movie It. So that's a cool fun fact about Port Hope and Coburg. Also along the way, if you're going to take Highway 2 from Port Hope to Coburg, there's a butter tart stand at somebody's house. Fantastic. If you're into that, cannot recommend it highly enough. And it is beautiful country out there, so if you like to go for a walk, and there's Peters Woods, there are the beaches, check it out. Beautiful town. Yeah, Yoko, I feel the same way. Actually, I know what I'm going to do with myself tomorrow night. Tommy and I are going to play some softball. I have not played softball in forever and a day, so I fully expect to suck. But apparently, you can drink while you're playing, so I might be awesome at drinking before I get hurt, which inevitably is going to happen. But hey, why not? Spider-Man trailer leaked, Fernando, or is it another Rickroll? Because Sony, pretty savvy about that. Oh, Val, no problem. I believe in vaccines. I believe they work. I think this whole idea where it's a huge conspiracy is suspect. I mean, would you rather believe scientists that have done the research and done the work on vaccines, or like a Facebook article? I mean, at the end of the day, it's you got to go with what you have to trust the experts, what they're doing, and I do, and I've been double vaxxed, and we followed the rules, and I'm still 49 years old and COVID free, so I would love everybody to be safe and sound, and I believe vaccinations work. My kids are they're vaccinated against like mumps, rubella, measles, chickenpox, all these things. They work. Vaccines work. And the vaccine that we have right now, when I hear people say, oh, well, they only made it in 2 years. How could they have done it? You got to remember that SARS, which hit back in 2003, was a COVID virus as well. And so they've been developing a vaccination for more than, close to 20 years. So it's not an overnight thing. It is something that, I believe in science. I believe in trusting the scientists. Go figure. But that's me. Daniel's asking, what Hot Toys figure am I going to buy her? The one that won't get me punched in the face. How's that? Wade. Oh, it was your son's 12th birthday yesterday. First time you've had people over in a year and a half. Happy birthday to your son. Please wish him a happy birthday from me. Yay, you made it to 12. Miles is turning 12 in November. So, there you go. He's still 11. And he pitched a hell of a game. Hell of a game. Alright. Tommy, forever the suck up. That's awesome. Love it. Come on. Where is it? Where'd it go? Disappeared. Oh, that. I'm going to do that instead. There you go. I'll work on that, so it'll be a lot smoother. It's something that I suddenly realized because I'm making these bottom thirds. It's like, oh, I can do that. Ethan, you're asking, did I keep anything from The Mandalorian? No. No. I want to get asked back. You don't get asked back if you take stuff. So, no, I did not. However, I did make friends with the props department, and I did get a nice care package sent to me with a few little trinkets from season 2, which is really, really lovely. And those are things that are private for me, and so I keep them. So that's nice. Oh, Tommy, you're going to bed. Good night. What time is it? 11:49. Weakling. Zellers. Nice. Yes. Oh, I'm way behind in all these. I'm way behind. Here you go. Raymond is asking, what is my favorite beverage in the before times? Orange Crush. I miss Orange Crush so bad. Right now, it is. I love. Coke Zeros are great. Coke Zero Cherry is awesome. Coke Zero Vanilla Orange. Why do we not have this in Canada? Why? We don't. So whenever I can score, like they had it for a bit, it was limited time only. And I cherish those. I love those. But I love orange drinks. Those are my favorites. Yeah, Case Kirby, you just joined. What did you miss? You missed this Fallout 1-to-1, like this unboxing and me putting it together. Fallout plasma rifle. It lights up. No sound though. But as a display piece, it's pretty. It's plastic. The attention to detail is great. The weathering is fantastic. There's an optical sight. See? There's an optical sight you can see down, which is a really nice touch. I hit the roof with it, the ceiling. And you missed the Hot Toys Scout Trooper and Speedbike, which is over there. I'm not going to go get it. You can watch it on the replay. But I will show you Grogu. Baby Grogu. Go. Come on. There you go. He looks awfully happy to be kidnapped. This was more for the IG-11. That's the look on his face when IG-11's going through and he's blasting all the Imperial troops. Boom, boom, boom. That's the look. So there's there. Okay, there we go. Sour Apple Crush. Ooh, I'd like to try that. I could take a sip. It'd be like Barney in The Simpsons. Uh-oh, it begins. That would be me. with sugary drinks. Can't do that. Can't do that. Susie TH, poutine. How did I like the poutine at Elgin's Diner? It was spectacular. Poutine has to be done right. The fries have to be so crispy, so that when you pour the gravy over it, and it's beef gravy, over the cheese curds, they maintain its crispiness. So you got crispy fries, smothered in gravy, with the cheese curds, magnifique, and they did a great job. Elgin's Diner. I didn't go to the Elgin's Diner. It was Zach's Diner. I gotta visit Elgin's Diner and Captain Wrecked. I didn't get a chance to get to the Byward Mark, but there's a place that has duck confit poutine, excuse me. And I didn't get a chance to get over there. But next time I go to Ottawa, I'm hitting it up. But I did also go to Al's Steakhouse and the Deacon's Pub. So, and Whalebone. Ooh, Whalebone. If you like seafood, go to Whalebones. It's on Elgin as well. Gotta do that. Robert Donatel, hard to find poutine in Oakland. Well, you know what? Come up here. Drop me a line. I'll take you and we'll get some good poutine. We'll go to Montreal. The best place in the world to get poutine, right? Got some friends in Montreal. Let's do that road trip up there. Yes. No, Michelle, MTL, I do. I love Montreal. Wonderful city. Beautiful, beautiful city. And I've got some friends up there again. We got a super chat from Buck Dancer. Thanks for sharing your wisdom, knowledge on these amazing items with us. Truly enjoy unboxings on Sundays and positive vibes. Oh, thank you. Thanks. This is what it's all about. Just having fun and hanging out with friends. And I'm glad you think I know things, because sometimes I'm just talking out of my butt. No, it's just this is stuff that I've learned from a lot of really smarter people than me, and I'm just sort of sharing that, imparting that wisdom. So thank you so much for your donation and for saying those incredibly kind words. James Dalton, next time I come to Calgary, yeah, Badlands is taking me out for wings. Hell yeah. Wings out in Calgary, my hometown, with a group of fantastic people. Absolutely. And I can't wait to see you again, James. It's been too long. Here we go. Jeff is saying, now that you've got me thinking, Schweppes cream soda with milk is surprisingly good. Milk? Ice cream? But milk? How did you end up adding milk to it? I want to hear that story. Tell me that story. Brandy saying, in Montreal we have the Poutine Week, where all the restaurants do completely off-the-wall combinations. Yes, but I don't know. I kind of like just the cheese curds and gravy. I've seen some really, really interesting things put together. Is it still poutine if it's got all that stuff on it? It's like the Caesars, the ridiculous. You see the gigantic with the chicken wings and like steak and stuff. Is it still a Caesar with all that? Because at the very essence, that's what you want. So you want that base. Everything else is just a side. But I'll eat it if there's bacon in it. So I'm cheap. I'm cheap that way. Oh yeah, sorry. Podcast of the Wills. Yeah, we should talk. I'm sorry. It's been sort of like really bananas for me lately, just trying to get things organized and stuff. So I apologize. In fact, I got to call a couple of theater companies and talk to them about some stuff, because there's some offers on the table that I have to get back to, like stage plays. And yeah, I got to pull my head out of my ass. But yeah, stay in touch with me. Let's see if we can't find a time for me to be on your podcast, because it would be an honor. Jepson, egg cream. Okay, Jeff saying it's a Hong Kong drink. I think purposely curdling it a bit. Yeah, it was my first time I had it. Yeah. Okay, well that's cool. Suzette, anything at the NEC in Ottawa? No. These are all Toronto productions, but it's all about timing and availability. I want to work. I've got incredible offers to work with some really great theater company, a couple of really great theater companies, and incredible directors, and incredible plays. It's just time and commitment, because if you're doing a play, it's a huge time commitment, and so I don't want to leave anybody in a lurch doing that just because. Yeah, it's the truth is too. It's just like there's some really cool things happening, just like from the film and TV side of things, and I want to keep the momentum rolling on that, and so. My time to do theater is very limited right now, and I'd like, in an ideal world, I'd be able to do both, but things are not ideal, unfortunately. So I kind of have to go. I got to make hay while the sun is shining, if that makes sense. So doing that. Hello there to you too, Kevin. I hope you had a good baseball game. Thank you for dropping by, my friend. You just missed Hot Toys, Scout Trooper, and Speedbike. I lost one magnet and dropped the base on my foot. And this Fallout, oh god, I hate the ceiling again. Fallout plasma rifle, soon to be traded with Daniel, I'm sure, for something. Here we are. Here we go. Christopher Colvin, you mentioned liking my Vincent avatar. Sent you a couple of work in progress pics in IG if you're interested. Absolutely, I'd love to see those. Thank you. I'll check them out. That's the other thing. I have my notifications for people who try to reach out through social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I have all my notifications turned off because my phone's constantly going off. So when I find time to get onto it, I try to respond to everybody if I can, but you won't get an immediate response from me anymore just because I can't keep up with it. So when I'm on, if it's there, yeah, but please don't take it personally if I don't respond right away. Sometimes it takes me a day before I get to it. I have to, because I have so many messages that it gets overwhelming. So sorry, but I do my best to try to get back to everybody. So, and I really do appreciate the messages and the comments. They're so kind. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Bad Wolf, having a bunch of different options is a great problem to have. I'll make the best choices. Yeah. Daniel, honestly, like really? Really? Why? Why? Just why? You cut me. You cut me deep. And shut up, Kevin. I know you're laughing at this. I'm going to say shut up because Tommy, he punked out. He's an old man, so he's got to go to bed. Fanboy Canteen is asking, do you plan to get an unboxed Playmobil 18 van at Starship Enterprise? Stay tuned for that. Because, and you know, they're also releasing the Aston Martin, the James Bond Aston Martin for Playmobil. They're crushing it with these iconic vehicles. They just need to get the Batmobile, and I think, you know, they've pretty much nailed it. So, all right, I'm going to go and let's shift gears here, and we're gonna do this. We've got two fantastic box sets that I've ordered. This is through Zavvi.com. Links are in the description for YouTube. Check it out. These are both, however, currently out of stock or out of print. This came from Arrow Films. It's not even on the website anymore, which is odd. But you can find it on eBay for extortion prices. I'm so glad I got a chance. I jumped on this. And again, this is from Zavvi. This is from Arrow Films. Zavvi is a UK company. And again, you can still... No, this is out of print as well. So this is the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic. The Last Action Hero. Which, truth be told, confession time, I've not seen. That's right. I've not seen this movie. I'm a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. This is a movie that slipped through the cracks. I always wanted to watch it, and I was, yeah, I'll see it. And then when it's on TV, I'll watch a bit of it. Then I'll stop and go, I haven't seen all this. I need to see this from the beginning. And invariably I just end up not seeing it. But now I have no excuse. I have it. I'm so glad I got it. This is the 4K Steelbook edition from Zavvi. If you know the movie, this has some significance to you. Again, I know the premise of the movie. It is this child. He goes into the movies to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger, who plays a version of himself as an action hero, and so somehow in like a very big like turn of events, he comes to life. And this is obviously a take on the ticket he's got, right? Right. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I hear some rattling. That always makes me nervous, because there are times when, you know, you get something like this and it's sent to you, and I don't know, certain companies are really dropping the ball when it comes to packaging up these expensive movies. I mean, if you're a physical disc collector and you are going for this box set, you're spending top dollar. They can at least not put it in a padded mailer envelope. Put it in a box. Zavvi's usually very good. They'll put it in like a hard case, and it'll be bubble wrapped and stuff like that. But I've actually had something sent that was in a box that got like leaked all over, and there was water damage to it and a dent in the case. So without further ado, I'm just going to go back to this. This one in transit, it sounds like it got bashed around a bit. There's already a split in the plastic, which is fine because I'm opening this anyways, but it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying because it's sort of like the whole like, ooh, did somebody open this up and take the discs out? Is that why it's rattling around? Goodbye. You have the trash here, but then you open it up. So it's got it's a nice. I mean, the artwork is great. Magic Knight. Calcutta, May 6, 1992. Look at that. So we're talking almost 30 years ago. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Steelbook and an envelope case. Steelbook, here you go. The Last Action Hero. 4K Ultra HD with a Blu-ray. This is a steel case. This 15 here, moderate violence. This is a UK production, so the Blu-ray disc will not work in my Blu-ray player. However, the 4K will play, and that's why I got it. I wanted the 4K version of it. I'm just gonna do that, and let's open this up and see what that rattling is. I'm hoping it's the Blu-ray disc that is rattling around in there, and not the 4K disc. I'm going to take I can just hear it. The slip sleeve that was. Here we go. Oh! Balls. It was a 4K disc. But it looks like it's okay. So basically, yeah. There we go. So it's a double stack. Sometimes I'll have like a disc here and a disc here, but this is a double stack version of it, which is fine. The only problem is sometimes if it gets hit a certain way, it will pop off. I don't see any scratches on this. There's a couple of little spots on it but that might actually just be saliva from my big spitty mouth there. Viatolo il noleggio. I think that is Italian. That's interesting. Yeah. They are still packing them this way. But the nice thing is the art is great. There's no damage to the spine. Every once in a while you will get little dings or dents in it, but this one seems to this has done its job. It's done its job and it is protected, this case. Now let's take a look at some of this art in this collectible book. Ooh. So it's nice envelope, nice little detailing. Little skulls. That's a skull. Come on. You can see the little skull detailing on that envelope. Very creepy. Ooh, look at that. Old school ticket. It's a recreation of that ticket that the little boy character had. There is an edition certificate. Look at that. 1232 of 2000. So only 2,000 of these were made. And then you have... Oh, this is lovely. Here, I'm going to zoom in for everybody. Take a look at this. You have action cards in there. I think this is the version of Hamlet that he did. That's in the trailer. Look at that. That's the guy. That's the kid, and that's the bellhop with magical powers. Look at that. Looks like he came in from a rainstorm. Do you remember the old school popcorn buckets? Love that. Love it. There's Arnie. Shoot first, ask questions later. Oh, the autofocus is having trouble there, guys, because that kid's face is in the way. Look at that. My face, my valuable face. Oh, and then you get... It is... Yes, it is a replica. It is a recreation of the poster. The one sheet... I'm going to zoom back out. The one sheet of the actual movie poster, and on the other side, there you go. Beautiful. That's nice. That's nice. Now I really gotta watch this movie. There you go. So you have a certificate of authenticity. 1,232 of 2,000, and this is cool. This Admit One ticket, oversized, is quite beautiful. And again, I get this movie in 4K. Now I can watch it. Now I can watch it. Just put that in here. All right, so that is the last action hero, which I will watch. Jay Sparrow, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just looking at this. Battle Royale. I'm not dropping into Battle Royale. I get killed in like seconds. And get an arrow to the face. Or something really not cool like that. Big Dog Pound is asking, can we get a collection room tour? Yeah, you know what? That's part of the membership offer. I'm gonna be releasing that. I keep promising. I was supposed to release it on my birthday last week, and I got busy with work, and so it is coming. You know, it'll be a special perk for being a member of Bitter Asian Dude Inc. You can see how disorganized and how messy it is. I've got the back room there, and I've got what's on the other side of the camera here, as well as some of the toys, collectibles and helmets that I have back there. So there is something forthcoming, but again, I just got to get organized enough to get this membership stuff in drive. So we'll get going. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the belated. Whenever the membership... I know. I'm sorry, Linda. I'm trying. I want to do it right. I could just drop it right now and say, you know, here are the levels. You know, buy it or what, but I want to do something nice and personal and do a nice proper video. And a welcoming video, so that when you sign up, you get something immediately. And so that's the hold up, is like, I want something so that when you drop that, when you drop that money for membership, that you get rewarded right away for that. And so that's it. And as well too, like, I don't want people who don't get a membership to feel left out. So it's a balancing act, right? I don't want them to feel left out, and they're not going to be. There's going to be tons of content that's still readily available for people who are non-members. But if you are a member, again, you're helping this channel to grow, and I think you should get rewarded for that. There should be some perks, some little exclusive insider thingies, and I'm talking like, special videos, live streams, tours, as well, first look at different videos and things, and access to some giveaways that we're going to be having there. See, I've let the cat out of the bag. There's going to be some really cool giveaways. I've got a ton of Kim's Convenience memorabilia, autographs, things that, I'd love to reward some of the Bitter Brigade for doing. So that's all coming. Just need to be patient, and I will. Monday movie nights, Veronica. Oh, that's a neat idea. That's a neat idea. That'd be fun. That would be fun. All right. I'm getting lost. I'm sorry, getting lost in this. Let's get to this. Here we go. It is True Romance. It is a Tony Scott film. This movie I have seen a number of times. There are parts of this movie that don't really hold up, and there are parts that really do. This is again from Arrow Video, starring Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette, with Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, and Christopher Walken. This was a film that was originally penned by Quentin Tarantino, and he sold the script, and Tony Scott went and made it into a movie. This is the first movie I ever saw Gary Oldman sort of have a turn in, and he plays Drexler, and he's a white dude who sounds like a black dude, and that is problematic, to say the least. But back in the 90s, when I was an impressionable idiot in university, I just saw this guy who just completely transformed himself. And Samuel L. Jackson, this is actually one of his first appearances too. He makes an appearance in this movie, but there's certain things that I remember in this movie that have, there's that scene between Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken, when Dennis Hopper, he knows he's gonna get shot, and then he basically gives a big F*** to the Christopher Walken character. There's just something about the sound element of that, because he's having that last cigarette, and you can hear the tobacco burning in that scene, and there's little things like that really sort of like stuck with me. Anyways, I have not seen this movie in years, but it got this special release, so I thought, okay, let's check it out, and let's do that. Because again, it's another Steelbook, and it looks like there's another set of cards available to it. So, James Gandolfini, true enough, yeah, that's the first I ever saw him do something. That scene with him and Patricia Arquette, when he's talking about the first time you ever whacked somebody, was crazy. Right. Sorry, Arn. Yeah, you know what? That's just the first Sam Jackson. It's what I meant was, it was one of his earlier sort of films. He is, of course, a very prolific actor who has done very many things. So I didn't mean to say that it was his first. I meant to say that was the first movie that I remember seeing him in. So there's that. I misspoke. So again, it's got the insert, which is great. I like that, the fact that it's got this little tab on it sticker. It's better than the hot glue that they gunk on, because what happens is the hot glue will discolor the cases. Look at this. Beverly Ambassador Hotel, you're so cool. For those of you who know the movie, this is a message that Patricia Arquette writes to Christian Slater's character. At the end, some really, I like the box art a lot. These sketches, the drawings are great. So let's open this up. Clarence Orley. Look at that steel case. Look at the art on that. Richard Arquette, Alabama, and Clarence. That's Christian Slater's character's name. Let's put it up. Ooh, plethora of goodies. We have. I was hoping this was a tattoo, but it's a sticker of for Clarence in Alabama. Right, that's the tattoo that they get because they love each other. Again, this is the 2 stack. Look away. Look away, James. I know you hate this. Right? Oh, Val. Glad to have you back, Paul. Thank you so much for staying up late with us. Another great Funboxing Sundays. Thank you so much, Val, for the $10 donation. Again, this goes right back into this channel, so we're going to do even more fun things with this, and we're going to grow this channel and make it truly stupendous. I love doing Funboxing Sundays. I love hanging out with all y'all. This is, if I could do this full time, yeah, in a heartbeat, I think I would keep this up. So thank you so much, Val. Thank you. It's double stacked, James. It is double stacked. Here's and again, this is a UK version, but in this case, it stayed in place, and you have some cover art inside this Steelbook, which is great. One disc. See what's in the other disc. Just the car. Just the car. But this is the scene right there. This is just as they're on their way to California to talk to Clarence's friend, who's played by Michael Rappaport as well, which I remember. It's great. So I'm going to put these back in here. And then we have these cards that are, oh my God. It's like the first time I've ever done this. Look at that. Oh, look. They're actually, here is a postcard. Thank you so much, Val, for that. The postcard, Safarian Hotel. That's great. That's great. And then we have little theaters used to have these where they would have scenes from the movie, and then they would, just publicity stills basically, right? And they would have them up on there to pique the audience's interests. So as you're leaving one movie, you say, "Oh, this is this other movie called True Romance coming out, and it's got all these people in it." Right? And it looks exciting. Look at that. There's that scene in the end with the cops. That's right. It's Chris Penn and Tom Sizemore as some of the cops. Bronson Pinchot is in there. There's Michael Rappaport. Here we go. I remember a couple of friends of mine. They went. They thought it was going to be this really cool, like, ooh, oh, it's Christian Slater. It's a romance movie, and they walked out shell-shocked from that movie because it is not your typical sort of teen heartthrob movie. Right there. There you go, Bronson Pinchot. Pinchot. Great actor, very versatile. Right, here we go. We have, come on. This is Blue Lou, the mafioso. And this is the scene of them on the road. Lobby cards, that's what they're called, that's right. Lobby cards. So that this was actually, these are inside the disc, which is great. Here's the one sheet, I'm sure. Oh, it's for another movie. Coming Home in a Body Bag. Oh no, this is the movie that they are producing. This is hilarious. A Lee Donowitz production. This is the Saul Rubinek character. This is a movie that they were making. Oh, that's hilarious. Coming Home in a Body Bag. This is like Christian Slater when he's trying to work on Saul Rubinek and sell him the cocaine that they have. He says Coming Home in a Body Bag was his favorite film. He watched it like 17, 18 times. That's awesome. I think that's a great bit of that's a great thing. We have another super chat coming up here. Floyd, that's right, Robert. Floyd. That's a Michael Rappaport character. No, that was a Brad Pitt character. Floyd, that's right. Took all the toilet paper. Thank you, Joe, for this super chat. One of Quentin Tarantino's best movies he wrote. What do you think is the worst written movie by Quentin Tarantino? Honestly, for me, it's Kill Bill Volume 2. I didn't mind Kill Bill Volume 2 as much. I'm trying to think. I have to say I'm not a big fan of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I tried to watch it, sat through it, and just sort of... I lost momentum on it. I kind of was like, I don't know. It's doing it. Part of it had to do, I think, with the Mike Moe scene of Bruce Lee, the portrayal of Bruce Lee. I'd read the controversy about it. I wanted to read it. I wanted to watch it before I made up my mind. It didn't sit well. Didn't sit well with me. And it just seemed that the movie seemed a bit aimless. So I need to finish it, though. I need to finish it and watch it. Keep watching it. But I have to say I wasn't totally enamored with that. So, to answer your question, Joe, thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for the lovely, lovely, lovely donation. Here we go. All right, so let's get going on this too. Ooh, there's a lovely booklet. Now, this is the traditional cover art for the Blu-ray and the DVD. I have this version. It's clearance in Alabama, and there is a lovely, lovely behind the scenes. There's Gary Oldman. There he is. I want to give it a read to see how they address the portrayal of different ethnicities in this movie. Again, this was in the 90s where it was a lot more... things were looser, basically. And... there you go. Reimagined version of True Romance. Poster. Okay. Alright. So, we got here. Linda saying you like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood better after the second time I watched it. Yeah, you know what? I'll try. I'm going to give it a shot. I want to give it a shot. I am a Tarantino fan. It's just, yeah, that one, it just felt weird. Felt weird, especially because he borrows so much. He's so heavily influenced by Hong Kong action films, by Japanese samurai movies, by Asian culture that I would have thought that there would have been a little bit more, I don't know, lack of a better term, respect for Bruce Lee and his legacy and stuff like that. But you know, it is what it is, and we all learn and we all grow and we do different things. And so, yeah, it's just I gotta watch it again. I mean, the actors in it are fantastic, and the performances are fine. And again, it just didn't sit right. You know, it's just like sometimes you got to sit through things that make you feel uncomfortable to learn. So I will definitely give it another shot, though. Thank you. KW Matterhorn is asking, hey Paul, have you seen Tarantino's My Best Friend's Birthday? It's hilarious, kind of a True Romance prequel. Quentin Tarantino's very first movie. No, I have not seen that yet. But if I can get it on YouTube, I will. I'll watch. All right, folks. It is 12:25. I just said folks. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What an idiot. I hate that term. I hate it so much. Folks, my friends. Even that is weird, right? Like my friends. But you are my friends. To the Bitter Brigade. So my fellow geeks and nerds and collectors and everyone who's watched this, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to call it. This is by far the longest live stream I've done for FUNBOXING Sundays. They just keep getting longer and longer because you keep listening. And I thank you for that. I'm going to keep doing this. Because I love it, and I love all of you. So, for this week coming up, you know, stay safe. If you're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Stop touching your face. We'll catch you on the flip side. Exciting things coming. Stay tuned this week. Fingers crossed. Memberships launch. But until then, from me to you, yeah, have a good one. And have a beautiful, brilliant week. And we'll see you all on Sunday. Funboxing Sundays, episode 13. 13. Lucky 13. What should we do? What should we do? Leave a comment. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions. I got a bunch of hot toys still. But we can do something different. That'd be fun. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot. See you on the flip side. Or I should say, okay, see you.